Hey YouTube, so I wanted to share with you a pie that I put together on M1 Finance that I'm really considering investing in. Now, this is what I consider one of the weaknesses of M1 is that if you're a tinkerer, I don't even say that right, but if you like to mess with stuff, this is where M1 Finance can really kind of be a drawback in a sense because you can tinker yourself way too much and you can, that sounded horrible, you can tinker yourself. uh, don't do that. But you can tinker with the pies in M1 Finance so much that you end up just kind of selling out of losing stocks, and it seems like you're trying to build the better mousetrap. And I think that's a huge weakness in M1, especially with newer, undisciplined investors that actually M1 is, targeting. But if you are disciplined, M1 Finance can be great. And I put together this pie, and this is a high yield income pie. You guys know I love my high yield. If you look at my Roth, it's 8.8%. But I think I've just assembled a very decent portfolio here that I'd like to share with you that you can hold for a long time and get income forever. Now you're going to look at this 5-year chart and go, hey, it's whoop-de-doo, you're down 3.46%. But if you're in that accumulation phase of dividends and building up your portfolio, this is exactly what you want to see. You don't want to see from the bottom left to the top right. You want to see, you're buying shares. You're buying shares when the market's going sideways. You're reinvesting dividends when the market's dipping. Yeah, you had this little bit of a rise here, but it dipped back down and it dipped back down again, and you're accumulating more share. You accumulate more shares in a down market when you're reinvesting dividends. That is key if you're looking for future income. Now, the pie I put together here has 10 holdings. I called it high yield income pie. And it has a no expense ratio because there's no ETFs in it. It has a 6.615 dividend yield. And it's fairly diversified. And it has some growers in it too, dividend growers. So first on the list, Altria. Everybody knows Altria. AT&T. This one's an unknown. BGS Foods, or B&G Foods. Cedar Fair. That's your amusement parks. The old stalemate. Is that the word? That's not the word I'm looking for, is it? The old standby, IBM. And I like infrastructure as well, so I went with Macquarie Infrastructure Corporation. Medical Properties Trust, which is a REIT. PPL Utility, Southern Utility, and Royal Dutch Shell. So, you're pretty diversified in this thing. You got Altria Group, you got tobacco, alcohol, marijuana. You got AT&T where you have cell phones, entertainment, sports, BGS Foods or B&G Foods, packaged foods. I think they're Jolly Green Giant. I think are these guys. Cedar Fair, I believe it's all amusement parks. IBM, we know IBM. Infrastructure. This one MPW, I've always wanted to invest in, and I haven't. And it's a real estate investment trust that does medical office buildings. PPL Utility, just stable. Southern Company Utility, just stable. RDSB, Royal Dutch Shell. Um, you know, is oil going to be around forever? I don't know. It might be around. It'll probably be around for as long as I live. But yeah, I think out of this whole thing, B&G Foods, they're a high yielder and they may be a little iffy. Mercury Infrastructure, they tanked in 2008. But I mean, if these companies tank, these are long. All these companies have been around for a long time. They're not young bucks. You know, BGS Food, B&G Foods. I like calling them BGS. Almost yields 10%, and you know they're down 30% over that time. But you look at their dividend. They're a dividend grower. 48 cents, 47. Yeah, it's not big. 42, 35. They return dividends to their shareholders, and I've read a lot of their reports and stuff, and they focus on returning dividends to the shareholders. Yeah, so let me know what you think. I'm gonna leave a link. If you want to invest in this pie, I'll leave my link. I'll leave the link to this pie down there, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's something you'd change out here. Um, Let me know if you like it. I might do this, guys. I mean, think about it. I got my, well, Altria's in my Roth as well, so I might have to do something there. Maybe I'll go with Philip Morris instead of Altria Group, but then they might merge, so I don't know. But let me know what you think, guys. Leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.